My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire Downfall. We have the Collector here. The notorious sorceress of the city claims souls and trinkets alike. And I'm going to step the Ascension up as high as I possibly have on you, which is only Ascension 3. Haven't played you that much. But we're here to unlock Ascension 4. Slay the intruders, no problem. Just to remind you, this character has reserve, which is alternate energy stored between turns, and has a secondary deck called the Collection, which you buy with essences. Essences you get from fighting enemies, and the cards you get from buying from enemies that you've completed. Enemies in next 3 combats flee in terror. If I got really lucky, I could use that to take out the Empowered Elite. Oh boy, this is probably way too much to ask for to go elite, elite, rest, elite, rest. Sorry, elite. Elite, rest, and then a shop and another rest at the end. It's probably a much safer path for us. Let's choose a card to obtain then. Spirit Leech. 2 energy, deal 13 damage if the enemy is afflicted. Afflicted, again, is if the enemy is both vulnerable and weak. Gain 11 block. Arrogance. Gain 7 block. Your next attack of this turn also applies for Doom. Doom deals HP damage at the end of turn. It's removed unless the enemy is afflicted. And then Flash. Pyre, which means you have to exhaust a card to play this card. Choose Trip or Blind to gain, and then Exhaust, helping you much more easily set up your affliction. I guess I'll take Arrogance, the only one of these that's better with affliction but doesn't require it. Whoa. Sometimes, like, Jawworm just does 7 damage to you on turn 1. Sometimes Jawworm does 12 damage to you on turn 1. You don't really have anything you can do about it. That'll be enough to take you out with the additional Doom. 16 damage this turn, under your armor. Do I want the Collected Jawworm skill? 2 energy to gain 12 block and 1 strength. Ooh, Ashen Strike's great. 1 energy deals 10 damage, already a decent amount of damage. And you gain an Ember in hand, which you can exhaust for strength. Scorching Ray is really good if we're hunting elites. I really want it. And then to go like an elite heavy path, but I'd have to have so much. Let's take the Ashen Strike and move on. Here I'll just exhaust it manually so that I can get the strength early. Oh, so I'm blocking some of my own stuff here, so let's move. Pile around down there, maybe? Yeah, that'll work. Oh no, but then it'll overlap with the hand sometimes. Cultists. 1 energy, Pyre, gain 1 strength at the start of your next 3 turns. Yeah, I like that. That'll really help with the boss. Oh, we're currently being driven in a similar direction to our last deck. Jaded Jabs here. I could take Inevitable Demise instead. Deal 9 damage, prevent the next time Doom would be removed from the target. There's also Empower, gain X strength at the start of your next 2 turns. Also really good for the boss. Give me the Empower, actually, and I will take Cultists. Oh, both of these are lousy. Arrogance, Ashen Strike backline, then Cultist through the Ember. Backline dies this turn, and I have a decent amount of strength to take out the front line. Zero energy, Mega Ethereal, gain 1 blur. Next time you receive unblocked attack damage, gain 7 block. I'm gonna hold off from that. Ooh, but Rotwood Kindling, when exhausted, apply 2 vulnerable and 4 doom to all enemies. Yes, please. I also really like Horde, but something that actually wants to be exhausted is really useful. Yeah, I mean, we have a couple of things even offering to exhaust at this turn for us. Thank you. It's Arrogance and You Are Mine. May as well throw a strike to cash in on the additional Doom early. Blue Slaver, deal 6 damage, apply 1 weak, then double the enemy's weak. Double Trouble, your next collected card this turn is played twice. That's really good if you're doubling the enemy's weak. But I want to save money, because if I get 1 here and then 3 here, if this is the sentries, I can buy all 3 sentry cards. Need a good way of applying weak to enemies. A good way. Fungi Beast. 1 energy, apply 2 vulnerable, and then 1 vulnerable to all enemies. And then there's Laos. It matters not. 13 block, increase all vulnerable and weakness. Damn it, Gremlin Knob! I'll use the regen potion as well. It's essential here. Strength at the start of my next 2 turns, please. Lock and double strike, and then ideally next turn we can just swing bada. Get him! Gremlin Knob. 2 energy. Whenever you play a skill, gain 2 vigor. Vigor is just 2 more damage on your next attack. I do like the idea of that setting up for us. Feel My Pain. Whenever you exhaust a card, a random enemy loses 4 HP. I like that a lot as well. War Pain upgraded Double Trouble as well as one of defense. Do I take Gremlin Knob here? Fine. If the next one's the Sentries, I'm going to be really annoyed. Prayer Wheel's huge, though. Hard does it for the next 3 turns. Feel My Pain has a very middling upgrade there. Fuel the Fire, giving you an additional card. Probably the most relevant. Oh, god damn it. Well, at least I can get 2 of the Sentry cards still. Ooh, actually, this is great. Double Trouble the Gremlin Knob. I get to double play that this turn, and then I also Fuel the Fire on a strike. Uh-huh. It's like, if matters not, arrogance, cultist over a empower I'm not really going to be able to afford to play, and then holds. I've got 12 additional damage on my next attack. I don't have like a multi-strike or anything like that though to really cash in on this. Feel my pain whenever you exhaust a card or random enemy loses 4 HP. That's going to do a lot of work. It matters not, and then we'll burn out Amber in hand, 2 more dazes, deal 4 damage each. Oh, this one's tough. Sadly, I just have to take the full 10 that turn. They cost 9. Oh, mini curse. 0 energy pyre, apply 1 weak and 1 vulnerable. It's one of the best ways to get into affliction. I'll take 2 copies of Sentry as well. Also really helpful for us because we have more vulnerability than anything else, and Sentry applies weak. Mini curse can do it in AoE with a single upgrade, so definitely take that. Mini curse through defend. Fire through the other. Strike. Hold off. Next is going to be another sentry in hand. Oh wow, it wasn't. Oops. How much does that have to be a problem? Not at all. Exhaust a card, kill a random enemy, and then Sentry will do the other one in. Spike Slime. Gain 8 block. Whenever you attack this turn, deals 3 damage back. Yeah. Second mini curse. Good lord. Karma's also really good at the end of your turn. Gain 2 block. If an enemy's afflicted, gain 2 more. But I cannot turn down another mini curse this early. Bramble Spar Kindling so that I have another thing worth exhausting in hand is probably a good idea too at this point. Hello, Merchant. Ashen Strike, Mini Curse, the Ember. Then I'm going to double trouble this Sentry. Stack a bunch of weakness on the enemy so that hopefully Rotwood Kindling. Don't draw it. Feel my pain. Fuel my fire. Play my defend, and then Cultist as well. Oh, you are already ours. Double up with the Sentry here. Burning Strike. Oh no, I could have used Double Trouble as well. No! I knew that was the only card I could draw that would have made it wrong to have done it in that order. Mystery Weaving. 0 energy, gain 9 block. 2 less for each other card in your hands. really want to be empty. I mean, I do exhaust a lot of cards. It'd be a little easier, but Whirling Flame, I have no AoE, and that is the first AoE I AOC. Give me... Ooh. Ooh. A lot of good options here. I really would have loved to have 19 more so I could take Romba's Pocket Sentry every 3 turns, giving 1 week to all enemies. I think Lantern Flare, Fire to apply 12 Doom, the enemy gains more Doom at the end of each turn, as well as Bonfire, both sound like incredible pickups for us. I think Sucker Punch just giving a week might even also fit in this deck. We still need other sources of actual weak. Yeah, maybe not. I like Whirling Flame as well. Whirling Flame has a lot of 0 costs to throw back atop the deck, so... not often gonna feel like a waste. Get him. Lousy, lousy, louses. Billow, 3 energy, gain 18 block next turn, add a Bellow into your hand, which applies Doom equal to the unused block last turn. Can't touch this. 2 energy, gain 2 decks. Whenever you fully block an attack, apply 2 Doom to the attack. I like that a lot as well. I'll take that. Steal up to 10 of the enemy's block, then deal 10 damage. Give me can't touch this. And goodbye. Oh, Ironbark Kindling and Somber Shield both seem really good here as well, but goodbye doubles the enemy's Doom, and I mean, I'm definitely building some sort of Doom deck. Let's fuel the fire of Rotwood Kindling. Whirling Flame. I'm going to use a Fire Potion as well. Finish the fight this turn. Shortworm Spike Slime. Ugh, Smoke Bomb. Don't care about that. Ooh, Dark Willow Kindling is a great thing to exhaust. When exhausted, gain 2 reserve next turn. Additional energy. Misdirect, gain 2 block next turn, gain a reserve. Ashen Strike for another Ember draw, as well as another good straight up single target attack. Our upgrades that save energy, give additional decks, make things AoE. Not that that's especially relevant right now. Our highest priorities here. Burning Strike Plus draws 2 cards, so this is a relevant difference as well. I think I'll start with can't touch this. Because if I ever see that and then can't play it, it's one of the worst cards in my deck. Okay. Let's fuel the fire. You're ours. And Sentry. That keeps the enemy afflicted. Not just this turn, but next turn. So they keep their Doom, which is really important. Yep, because I'm going to goodbye you. Can get rid of the Impar. Then it's... It matters not. Arrogance and Goodbye doubles the enemy's Doom up to 20. And then they've got current projection. They'll take that at the end of the next 4 turns. I mean, I want to can't touch this and Lantern Flare, but I can only do one or the other. First things first, Bonfire through the Ember and Double Trouble. Oh my god, both of the sentries I play repeat because they're not, it's not play another copy of this card, it's trigger the effect again. God, that makes Double Trouble Sentry so good. And then the enemy dies to their doom. Immolate's such a great AoE card. I'll take that. 2 energy deals 21 damage to all enemies and adds a burn to the discard pile. A skill potion's better than a smoke bomb in my mind. First time you pyre an attack each turn, gain a copy of it. Cost 0 until end of turn. Hoarder Strike. 2 energy, deal 16 damage, play the top card of your collected pile, or another goodbye. I went with another goodbye. Blocked Chakra. Gain energy at the start of your turn. You don't draw from your collected pile until your 4th turn. No, way too slow. The Idol of Retromation is really useful, but I like to control what cards I play. Yeah, but it's very useful, actually. Alright, Rita, come along. I need you to choose the best card in my hand every time, please. 3 rests, 1 shop, Empowered Elite, maybe? Yeah. Maybe I'll take a couple early question marks as well, spice it up. I'm gonna play Can't Touch This and then Speed Potion. Fully defending all of these attacks, giving the enemy some doom for having the audacity to strike us. This is not what I was hoping for this time. Oh my god. I didn't mean to skip. I was trying to hide. Happy to do the exact same stuff, though. Even though I really wanted to play Fuel the Fire there instead. Take 5 less damage from attacks this turn is what they have. Yeah, so I'll Brain Drain. So that I can take 5 less damage from attacks this turn. Weaken one of you. Strike. Have to take 9 damage. Bonfire, a It Matters Not. Mini curse our way through a defend in order to immolate for giant damage, and then it's just looter left. There we are, double your doom all the way up to 24, 28 rather. Thieves. Take 5 less damage from attacks this turn. I could take 2 copies of that mask right now. Ooh, upgraded Bramble Spark Kindling. Apply 2 weak, then apply 2 doom for each unique debuff on the enemy. I do think like a second copy of Don't Touch This matters. Like, I'd love to play big defense and just doom the enemy, and that's how we survive. Soulforge. Draw a copy of a card from the collected pile, gain an upgraded copy of it. It's also Void Armor. Everyone gains 10 block and 1 blur, which I think is way better for us than it's for our enemies. Yeah, screw it. I'll take both Thieves. I do think I'll actually end up using them. Ugh. I don't want pride. It's an innate curse. It's... You draw it every fight. I mean, thieves. Easiest thieves of all time. Does this count as fully blocking all of your attacks? Yep. As long as I take 0 damage to it. Sick. Got a bonfire or rotwood. Arrogance into Sentry is enough to take down one more of you. And then another defend. Wow. Got too close for comfort. Ashen Strike so that I have something to fuel the fire with when I use my next. And defend. Get him! Yeah, that's not happening. Ooh, fruit juice though. 5 max HP. Love to see that. Whenever you play a collected card rather, gain 1 strength, says Omen. I'm actually, I think, way more interested in Torchbearer. I don't have a problem with Omen. But, like, it feels like it's going in the opposite direction to our deck. Honestly, Inevitable Demise fits this deck as well. I'll take it. And Iron Butt Kidling, because I really do need to keep up my defense. Trade 2 cards, but it'll cost me a Curse of Pain in the deck. I think not. I think it's upgrade 1, hit a goodbye, and we're going to want to do that again later. Hell yeah. Can't touch this, can't touch this, mini curse. Block and another 15 and a blur. It doesn't matter giving blur to one of these enemies who already has blur, but giving them block wasn't great. You are mine. I would have loved to do more defense that turn. It matters not. Immolate. End turn. And you die on the end step now. I'm not even going to let you get that far. Oh, there was another sentry. I would have loved it. Spirit Guardian. Make Ethereal. Gain 2 blur. That also would have been really useful. Strength Potion versus Brew of Sharpness. Brew of Sharpness is probably more important for an elite fight. Roast. Seed of Doubt. Seed of Doubt. Upgraded. Whenever a card is exhausted while this is a hand, increase its doom by 2. I like Dark Apotheosis a lot as well. Upgrades the entire draw pile for the rest of the combat. Oh, I forgot. Drink the fruit juice, then take the strength potion. Oh, I wish I had some defense this turn. I think I'm supposed to go all out aggression then. So, strength potion. Also, brew of sharpness. I'm going to need all of this to get through it, I think. Ashen Strike will fuel the fire on the Ember, then play Thieves, then normal strike, and you can have 7 Doom end of turn. I'll take 10 damage. Double Trouble Cultists can exhaust a couple of cards for us. I'll mini curse my way through this strike to get vulnerability on the enemy. Gonna mini curse this enemy through the Gremlin Knob, then 18, 31. You're kidding me. Wait, no, we're fine. Forgot about that end of turn doom. Book of Stabbing. Whenever you deal unblocked attack damage, apply 2 Doom. That is not how I do my Doom. I have to say, I'm pretty happy to see the mango here, though. Upon pickup, raise your max HP by 14. We also have an Emerald Key and a Fairy Potion. Stash away, please. Gain 4 block X times. Next turn, gain X reserve. Regal Pillow. Whenever you rest, heal an additional 15 HP. I'm going to take the Sapphire Key, thank you. Also going to smith the other goodbye. Can't say it's consistently been our best thing in hand that we're having decreased the cost of, unfortunately. Get to give out some Doom, though. Fuel the fire through Lantern Flare, which I don't have the ability to play this turn. Prevent Doom from being removed from the bird. Defend and cultist through there. So we draw an additional card and gain 2 additional next turn. And the bird is also just going to die. Great. Double the enemy's Doom, and then gain a bunch of reserve. Not my pain, mini curse. So a Dark Apotheosis out there. Defense and Thieves, and unfortunately we still have to take 3 damage, but not much longer. Bird or Chosen. Apply 2 weak. If the enemy does not intend to attack, also apply 3 vulnerable. Yes, please. Upgraded Arrogance. Gain 9 block. Your next attack this turn applies 5 Doom. Yes, please. That's exactly the kind of thing we like. Spirit Leech also upgraded. If the enemy's afflicted, gain 13 block after dealing 15 damage. It's pretty efficient if the enemy's afflicted. I think another Rotwood Kindling is also really good in this deck as well. I'm able to only take 5 damage this turn. I'll have to do that and just limp along, I think. Arrogance, Ashen Strike. I'll drop Dark Apotheosis as well. Then goodbye, just to deal 16 damage. Probably gonna end up having to use this fairy potion before we leave the floor. Fuel the Fire doesn't... Good lord, I don't really defend at all this turn. At least I've got additional energy from reserve next turn. That'll help. We can mini cast through an Ember just to see what... Okay, yeah, Immolate. It's capable of removing. Centurion. 2 energy to gain 10 block and 1 dex. Not bad. Mystic, 0 to gain 4 temp HP. Worse. I don't think I want another copy of any of those. I'll take another Iron Bark, though. And I'll take the Centurion for the additional dex. Right. Keep forgetting I'm going to have to fight you when I see you. Keeping the enemy vulnerable. Do I need an Ember in hand that bad? Sure. Double Trouble, the Chosen. You're so weak this turn. Need to keep the enemy vulnerable if I want Doom to do anything after this. Sadly not a option. Oh, no, I can use Inevitable Demise to prevent the enemy from losing their Doom. That's good. Take 12 damage at the end of this turn. Inevitable Demise keeps it on you. More damage. Yeah. Could have been a lot better. Lee's Waffle? Lee's Waffle? Want to give me Lee's Waffle, please? Lee's Waffle? Cursed Whale. All enemies lose 9 strength this turn. Afflicted enemies lose 1 strength. Yes, please. Mummified Hand. Whenever you play power card in hand, a random card in hand costs 0 for the rest of the combat. I have 3, 4 power cards here, and then I have another 2 in my collected deck. That's exactly what we want. Time to card removal, a strike, and I don't think I need another Whirling Flame. I think I've now got enough AoE in this deck. About to test that theory. Oh, this isn't a bad half turn. Half bad first turn, rather. Double Trouble the Cultist through Dark Willow and Rotwood Kindling, and then all the rest of my hand is free. Let's also you are mind, weaken the enemy doing the most damage. Inevitable demise to try and get that enemy to die soon. Okay, so if I play Arrogance before Ashen's Strike, backliner dies. Then I can mini curse through Ember. Keep a weak on the enemy front line and void armor for safety at the end. I mean, we can't leave this turn without playing Immolate. It's probably like every card in hand, right? I've got 6. Yeah, it's every card in hand. Oh, it even deowned. Yay, got the right one. Frontliner will already die next turn, and I've already completely defended the attack, so no need to do anything else. So awkward. 13. I think I have to use liquid memories here. Don't add much damage to take out Taskmaster. Literally just bringing back a mini curse is already enough to do it though. Bag of marbles at the start of combat, give 1 vulnerable to all enemies. Hell yeah. Inflict agony. This is also a really good setup for afflicted. 2 energy, deal 18 damage. If the enemy is not afflicted, apply 2 weak and vulnerable. Protecting Call's also pretty good. Gain 6 temp HP. Torch head gain 2 block. That only happens when I attack though, which is not really our primary form of engagement. I'll take the inflict. This one I'm definitely going to be resting. Yeah, we'll start with it. Ooh, can I kill the merchant here? Maybe. Minicurse. I don't need the bonfire. So Lantern, Inevitable, and Sentry. I mean, my own defense wasn't the thing I was worried about, but I guess it maybe should have been. As we get to this turn and I'm literally just not capable of doing defense. We do get to double the enemies. Oh, hell yeah, we got this. Diva down. 44 damage at the end of the next turn. Spells your doom. You are DUM. Got him. Alright. 1 essence, and we have just enough essence to pick it up. Merchant. 2 energy Megatherial. Add 4 random colors cards to your hand. They cost 0 this turn. Big fan. And it matters not for another big block card just because I'm really feeling lacking. Another can't touch this. I want it. I also really like Thorn Whip, 6 damage and 3 bruise to all enemies. Gain shit. Gimme. Annoyingly, I have to rest here as well. Seeing double at the start of each turn, a mirror image of the Silent will hide her real location. And I have to attack each turn to stop that from being the case. Oh boy, Dark Apotheosis first turn is always what I'm hoping for. And I can even play the Gremlin Knob and still defend. I think I just have to risk it. Missed. They didn't have another attack in hand. I don't have many attacks in hand. This is going to be a problem. Oh, thank you, Thorn Whip. My AoE is how I really need to deal with this. Arrogance into Thorn Whip. The enemy's not going to keep that vulnerability. Keep that. If you had weak on you, I would double goodbye you this turn, but you don't, so I won't. Incoming damage this turn. Ugh. Cultists. Can't touch this. Void armor, and it matters not. So I do fully defend, which means the enemy is going to be taking a decent amount of doom. I mean, I can play Empower here for 4 strength on the next couple of turns, but I feel like gaining more reserve is going to be more important. Okay, Whirling Flame puts... I mean, Thorn Whip is probably one of the best. Cards I can top the deck with there. Enemy's not afflicted, so I wouldn't be removing a strength from them, so I don't really want to play that. But I can play Lantern Fire. Hell yeah. Thorn Whip, Double Trouble. The second sentry I played, so it goes bop bop. And bop bop. Throw out another Shiv, Whirling Flame to put the Thorn Whip back atop the deck, and I think we're set. Eat him. After image. Whenever you play a card, gain 1 block. Yeah. Ooh, this one's definitely received tribute. Pyre, choose 1 of 2 boss cards to retain, gains retained. I just think that's so good. You know what? I really don't need more cards. Give me the Busted Crown. What do I need more than energy right now? Well, draw, but there's not an option. Also, White Beasts, we could have gone for the Dorito. We could have gone for the corn chip. We could have gone for doubling our potions, because we'll always have a full complement of potions. I feel like this floor, I just need to make sure I hit a number of rests. I don't want to immolate. I take 8 damage here. I'm doing it. Especially because it also kills the other spiker. I think it ends up being a lot more worth it. Bonfire, inflict agony kills, and then Doom takes down Lost. Great. Repulse is pretty good. 0 cost, Mega Ethereal Pyre, draw 2 cards. I love that if it could have taken it. Spiker, these are both powers as well. Those could have been useful too. Suffering, whenever you apply weak or vulnerable to an enemy, also apply 2 Doom to him. Sounds good to me. And Condemn, apply 2 vulnerable and 6 Doom. I actually kind of need a little bit more vulnerable application in the deck, so well done. You found my soft spots. You found my weak underbelly. Really don't like how much damage I repeatedly take on turn 1s. Ooh. $24 damage turn 1's pretty bad actually. It's not what we wanted to see. Take Flailing Strikes over 404 virus. Inevitable demise. God. Can't even remove the Darkling in the back. No! Taking way too much damage in this fight. This is awful. I mean, Minikos exhausting a Rotwood Kindling after having already played the Suffering was really good there. That's a lot of impacts. Darklings, deal 8 damage, exhume a collected card. Deathmark. It matters not. 2 to block 17. Sounds good to me. It's only ever going to be the fight the rare relic here. You're just hovering, buddy? Just hanging out? Discovery 0 costs the card it gives us. Forethought. It matters not. Managed to get all the way up to 13 Doom on the Seed of Doubt. Unfortunately, triggers once and disappears. Ooh, Cultist through Rotwood Kindling. Darkglade. Then you are mine for the boss, and it matters not. And hell, I'll double your Doom to 20. As long as you keep it for a couple of turns. Oh, doesn't have to be a couple of turns. Cursed Whale. Bunch of strength down for everyone. Then Bonfire through a Dark Willow and just double that again on the Collector. If I can weaken you this turn, you are truly doomed. Sadly, it looks like I won't be able to. I'll just have to settle for watching them die. Anyway. Wing boot. You may ignore paths when choosing the next room to travel to 3 times. Also, this is unlikely. Ouroboros. Megatherial Pyre. Apply 1 weak, apply 1 vulnerable, gain 3 temporary max HP. I mean, yeah, there's also Torchhead. Add a random Torchhead call into your hand. Cost 0 this turn. Oh my god, the Ouroboros upgrades free. Oh, yes. Shadow Daggers. Play 3 damage for each collected card played this combat. Yeah, fair enough. As long as I played in the second cycle, that's a lot. I mean, like, the Wing Boots want me to go elite hunting. The only problem with that is, like, my health. Can't touch this. Can't touch that. Certainly not this. Probably not this. It matters not for 1 more turn of vulnerability on the enemy. I think it matters not. I'm gonna have to attack somehow here. Dark Apotheosis. Gonna Ouroboros through Empower, annoyingly. It's gonna be through Goodbye. And then Mika. Yeah, I was not able to be able to. Explosive Potion, then an attack could have gotten me through that. I am about to rest. I like power. Do I fish randomly here? Or do I just let my fairy bottle revive me? Well, 28 damage will still do it, so... There's the fairy bottle. think I'm probably much better served not playing this Swelling Flame. Inevitable Demise has already triggered the end. Great. Writhing Mass? No, but it would be Scry 3, then play the top card of your draw pile. Cool. Dark Willow Kindling's great. Another Spirit Leech is fine now that I've got the ability to like decrease its cost so severely. I'm gonna rest, make sure I'm safe. Akabeko. That's not what I wanted there. Yeah, I'll empower the 3 as well, why not? Some pretty early strength right there. Merchant definitely wants to be played this turn. Whoops. Supposed to be the Ember that I burned there. Whoops. Prevent the next time Doom would be lost. I just need to get you weak and vulnerable. The only thing that makes sense is to double that Doom and then just hope that I can try and keep you vulnerable on future turns. After image. I mean, receive tribute just in case. Oh. Damn it. It's not what we were hoping to see. $31. I can make the enemy vulnerable. I can even use Whirling Flame and Burning Strike to pull out a specific card this turn. If I think I've got a specific card, it'll help. Enemy's already weak and vulnerable now. We've got that. I think I just set up a next hand if I'm using that. Tick. Next turn, gain and talk. And then after that, a head crush. I think we'll be saving this instead. Flash. Choose triple blind to gain. Yes, please. I'm gonna hop across to a question mark. Oh my god, Calling Mask. Whenever you use a potion, gain a ritual. Then, hopping back in this direction, let's break a Sapphire. And gain a Flash, break an Emerald. Ooh. Take the Darkstorm. Never gotten to use that. Well, receive tribute also really want... I was about to rest, right? Yeah, I've got to rest. It's okay. Annoyingly, the enemies have got spikes, and I'm just gonna have to wait until I can deal with that. Okay, frontliner already dies of doom. Match at 6 colorless cards. Did I mention they also get 0 costed? Because they do. And then the backliner is already going to keep on to the doom that'll take them out at the end of the turn. Hoorah! The bomb. At the end of 3 turns, deal damage to all enemy. Repulsor, please, for the card draw. For roast. Coffin nail. Deal 6 damage. When exhausted, return it to your hand next turn with 6 more damage. Really don't feel like that's a card that I need. I don't want to go question mark question. I'm scared. I go into the wrong fight and I could just die. Oh, this isn't the right fight. This one still carries a non-zero chance of just dying. God. I think I'm dead right now. Look at my power potion. 6 temp HP. Do you think lightning could save me? Because, like, I have to play Immolate if I want to be able to do anything about the enemy front line. So Immolate would be 31-4, so you're 14 away from dying still, Spiker, so even Lantern Flame doesn't take you that far. It means I'd have to also give you Lightning, and even after all of that, like, I've taken too much Spikes damage, I die. This is so annoying. I'm gonna have to Immolate. Okay, I did draw some defense. Thank heck. Oh god, can I take out the boss? Yes, I can. Thank heck. Living memory is super useful. Forgery, deal 8 damage, choose one of 2 collected cards from your file to gain a copy of, and double trouble, huge. I'll add a single card, because it's too expensive. Hexaburn deals 4 damage to a random enemy 6 times. Yeah, I'll take it. Hunt down the merchant. Hunt down the merchant. I think Tricky's Bolster Rod really helps us. And a Somber Shield as well. Here's the thing. If I don't rest here, I don't think I win the run. I don't always gotta go and kill the heart. Even if I've tried really hard in this run to be able to do it. I think I am much better served by winning the next fight rather than choosing to lose it. We may not even win still. Doomsday. Hermit starts with a ritual when... Oh, can't leave you alive for too long. When Hermit plays Purgatory, he summons a doomed dagger, which is the daggers in the front. I'm gonna play Hexaburn first, because it's got the big additional damage. I think the correct move here, because I get my own ritual for it as well, is to bring that back. And then use this Whirling Flame to finish off a dagger. Drop Thieves and then Void Armor so I take no damage. Whenever you draw or exhaust a curse, gain 4 block, right? So that's where all of that's coming from. Somber Shield through a Dark Willow, because then it gives it back next turn. Ouroboros through Ironbark Kindling, and then I can It Matters Not for additional Affliction. Fuel the fire through another Darkwood Kindling. I'm also going to Lantern the Ironbark Kindling and then stash away as well. I get pretty close to full defense, but I get some really good Doom on the enemy. Just got to keep him vulnerable this turn. Which I can do. I've already got Inflict Agony to do it. Oh, I've also just got Flash, and I've even got Rotwood Kindling in hand. Okay, never mind. I've got a bunch of ways to do that. Let's Flash through the Rotwood Kindling to gain Weak is going to be the next thing that I need to worry about. So I gained Vulnerable because I missed. Oops. Go Inflict Agony and then Spirit Leech on the top line. Defends me for 13. I'll Double Trouble Sentry. The second one at least gets to trigger twice because it saw the first one exhaust. Enemies gonna be keeping that Doom for basically the rest of time. Whirling Flame to throw a goodbye back atop the deck. Oh, it's time. Suffering, Chosen, Arrogance, and then goodbye, 66. Goodbye, 132 Doom. And it's okay, you'll only take it at the end of the next couple of turns. That'll do it. That's all they wrote. Hell yeah. Okay, before I continue, this run, this is goodbye. That's what this run was. I mean, sure, there were some other cool, fun cards in here, but realistically, seeing this as early as we did and deciding to go all the way with as much Doom and as many dupes and as much Affliction as we possibly can get. Very pleased with that. Of course, what a ridiculous card, Dark Apotheosis. I'm so glad how many times I drew it. Like, first turn or second turn? Ridiculous. Good run. Shame that it will not go over to Niao as well. But that's a victory. Even if it says victory question mark. Because it unlocks the next Ascension level. For the moment, though, my name, well, it's been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Downfall. Top left is a series playlist for all the contents of the game, past, present, future. YouTube recommendations, and down below, streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out of thanks to and a special thanks this episode to Jazzy. Hopefully, you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully, we'll see you all next time.